What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 22 of my Total Warhammer II modded Count Noctilus campaign. So as we saw last time, we really made a ton of cash last episode and were able to build pretty much every building available. As you can see, we have no constructions available currently, in addition to getting some nice upgrades for various lords. In addition to that, Luther Harkin was able to defeat Gorok one more time and take over the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation in the hopes that we can destroy this faction prior to it attacking the Monument of Itzatal. We don't really want walls available on the rest of these locations, so hopefully we can do that. And then, only one turn left actually at the Monument, so I don't think you're going to be able to reach it, so I think we're safe. Beautiful. So Luther Harkin should be able to move through the jungles of the Green Mist and take over the rest of this episode, I would think. Spectazuma's pretty weak, and it looks like Wellsprings of Eternity is a minor settlement and is also pretty weak, unless this guy moves back there. We'll see what he does. Honestly, either way, I think we'll just be able to auto-resolve the battle against them, so I'm not all that concerned. Otherwise, we have also set sail with Count Noctilus once more as he proceeds to try to hunt down Aranessa, break apart her faction, and then take control over Sartosa. And finally, we have Silostra, who is waiting to do her quest, but in the meantime, there's a Skull Reef here that for us to quickly auto-resolve, and I believe there's another rogue army out here somewhere, as the last time we checked the pieces of 8, yeah, here we go. The stone of Schwarzhofen is right there, so hopefully we'll be able to do both at the same time. I can't see this one, but it also looks like it's pretty near. I guess it could be hiding in one of these places. It can be kind of near to all these elves here, but certainly something to look into. Anyway, I believe with that, we're just about ready to end the turn. Everything's been done. I've spent the money, and I've done all the administrative stuff between the episodes, so we're just good to go. So let's end it, and let's proceed. We're also just about ready to get our, did I do tech? I don't remember. I hope I did tech. But we're also just about ready to go with getting another Lord operational. I know I wanted to wait for Sartosa, but maybe we'll do it earlier. We'll see. Certainly something to think about. Faction destroyed Border Princess. I wonder if it was by Sartosa that happened. Ooh, looks like Karazakarak is fighting Numas now. Interestingly enough, this is what I wanted for the Vlad campaign. I wanted to force Karazakarak to fight Numas. Oh, you're actually going to attack Tehanuin. You're a madman. Or a mad lizard. Mad lizard, yeah, it writes itself. Okay, well, you shouldn't have done that because you're going to get wrecked there. So Settlement Besiege, we'll deal with it in a second. There we go. Corrupt the Land is now ready to go. What do we got up next? Ammunition. You know what? More ammunition means more availability for more powder for everybody. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll move on to some other stuff afterwards. Definitely got to get sentries in command sooner rather than later, though. Lord recruitment costs minus 100%. I guess we get both of these, and then, you know what, percussion caps first, then both of these, then we summon the Lord. Reasonably happy with that idea. Alrighty, aha! Well, Captain Sissika with a fairly nice army. Look what we got here, a Necrofex Colossus. Oh, now this is going to be worthy of a cinematic battle. Damn, this is actually probably going to be quite tough for Silostra to fight. Look at Captain Sissika, 78 and 45. And we got Sirens in there as well, some Carronades. They're very nicely buffed. In fact, wait, treasure maps, pieces of 8, no. Do we want to perform any rites here to power us up? Vanguard deployment for, well, if it was for all units, then yeah, but no. Let's see, none of this really helps us here, does it? Yeah. Unfortunately not. Alrighty, well, we'll have to fight him without it. Let's get to it right away. I just want to see which piece of 8 this is. This is the Terrors of the Dark Straits, and it will unlock the Bloody Reaver Depth Guard, or Deck Guard. Alright, fair enough. Let's get to it immediately. Oh, unless we want to get a point available for you. Not quite to Deadly Onslaught, unfortunately. I believe I said Devourer of All is probably the better option than Wild-Eyed, so we're going to go for Devourer of All. And here we go. It's going to be a good time here. Cult of Pleasure will help us out. Sure, why not? Oh, Captain Sissiko. Let's see. Close victory with casualties low. Really? Huh. I'm actually interested to see how that'll actually work out, because the Necrofex Colossus and the Rotting Leviathan, maybe the auto-resolve is lying, maybe not. Let's find out. Cinematic battle time. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. I'm pretty excited to see what a fairly decently balanced army on the part of the Terrors of the Dark Straits here can do, and especially considering that not only are they balanced in terms of the army composition, but also they all have higher chevrons than we do, so that's also nice. However, there is one problem for them, and that is the fact that our entire army, with the exception of 3 units back here, are heroes and lords, essentially. Well, minus the Morngul Haunters, they're all able to Vanguard deploy, so obviously the fact that a decent amount of the enemy units are ranged units is going to be quite problematic for them. They are going to try to move into counter with one of their big old crabs here, and can't wait to get an army with a few of these little guys in our own army. It takes so long to get to actually recruiting them, but we're almost there. I still haven't decided which army to put them in. It'll probably be another one of the armies, as I doubt I'll be putting them in Noctiluses or anything like that. Anyway, here come the Sirens and the Mornguls, and obviously our 3 Morngul Haunters are first going to target this Necrofex Colossus, because there really isn't anybody else that they are going to be focusing here. I mean, I suppose we could have attacked the Rotting Leviathan, but I'd rather just disable the Colossus and prevent it firing its range AoE damage into our Sirens, even if it isn't a crazy amount. Otherwise, the goal here is, well, to keep the enemy line distracted while Silostra, Bartholomew, and the 2 summoned units of questing knights, plus I suppose the vampire fleet captain, all come in, and on top of that, not only prevent them from firing, well, I guess with the artillery, especially the artillery, but also just to tie the enemy units up and prevent them from doing any kind of maneuvering or anything else, really. Obviously, both of those things are achieved by the one simple Vanguard deployment, and I think it's gonna go reasonably well just by virtue of that. We can see a lot of the enemy units are already starting to take quite a bit of damage there. We got a unit of handgunners that are being obliterated here with nary an issue. That's not surprising at all, considering they're facing Mornguls there. Alrighty, how are we doing in terms of HP? Looks like the Necrofex Colossus is now down to half HP, so the Morngul Haunters are doing pretty decently. We've actually just left 2 to attack it now, and we have moved one of the other ones away to deal with the Depth Guard and the Rotting Leviathan here. I think it was more so the Depth Guard, because one of these Siren units has actually started to take a fairly decent amount of damage. Wait, was it this one? There was this unit surrounding, yeah, so you can see it slightly around the Rotting Leviathan, and it is taking quite a bit of damage. Otherwise, we're also going to charge Robert Bartholomew to attack Capitano Sissoko, who does fairly decent damage and magical damage on top of that. Let's just check the stats here. It's got 78 melee attack versus, well, 94 melee defense on Robert Bartholomew, but obviously because you're ethereal, you got no armor. So it's going to be an interesting little bit of a duel. On paper, it feels like maybe Bartholomew would be better, but Sissoko does hit quite hard. Ooh, and on top of that, looks like Sissoko does not have the ability to does not have very much resistances. Ooh, unfortunately, it looks like Bartholomew got distracted by a Rotting Leviathan, allowing Sissoko to hit him in the back a few times. Otherwise, it looks like Silostra has finally arrived, and once again, it's going to be some crab-on-crab action. I tend to keep doing this, getting Silostra to duel enemy Rotting Leviathans, but it has been working quite well. Also going to drop down a Fog of the Damned to reduce the enemy melee attack in this portion of the battlefield. The other portions of the battlefield where the enemy doesn't have those giant units are all going quite well. The Mornguls are obviously dishing out a crazy amount of damage, and the Sirens are holding the lines. A few of the Siren units have taken damage. I don't think, though, it's more than half. Anyway, I think this one's probably the most damaged Siren unit. And once again, you do have to remember that Sirens heal up at the end of the battle quite a bit more for some reason. I guess it's part of the ethereal unit shtick. Alrighty, and the Knights have also charged in. These ones have destroyed the enemy carronades, and I don't know what the other Knights on that side are doing, but I think it's, they're killing a unit of depth gunners? No, deck gunners. Yeah, I think they killed a unit of deck gunners and then are just, well, charging Sirens for some reason. Could have probably actually charged those handguns instead, but it's all good because the battle is very nearly over. The enemy Necrofex Colossus is at 25% HP. Sissoko appears to be winning against Robert, unfortunately, but hey, at the very least, we will get rid of the Necrofex, and then the two heroes here that were busy with the Necrofex can go and help deal with Sissoko. And I think we're actually healing up Robert with our Vampire Fleet Captain, and just to prevent him from, dying. Would be unfortunate. I mean, he is immortal and we'd get him back, but still. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that damage. Damn. On paper, once again, it seems like, well, before he had some nice buffs. Oh, the Invocation of Nehek is dropping down. His melee attack and his melee defense has dropped as well. I guess he had all his buffs up previously. Damn. Fortunately, however, the rest of the army is just about done for. A few of the rotting Prometheans still holding the line, but both flanks have completely collapsed. We can see how the army over here has drawn into a single position and being held by this rotting rotting Promethean gunnery mob. Here there's a unit of handguns that's about to be killed by those damn knights errant, and otherwise, yeah, it's just the crabby boys holding on. A Necrofex is about to go down. Silastra actually killed the other big crab, and yeah, Sissoko is going to be holding the line last in a few seconds. There we go, down goes the Necrofex. It can fall and crush units, but I don't imagine that's going to be too bad to Sirens and Morgul's and all that sort of stuff. Once again, this army showing just how effective it can be. Silastra doing her Scream ability, and it looks like screaming Sissoko to death, who is now at 10% HP, also crumbling apart, and also getting screamed at by the Sirens as well. Everybody's screaming at him. See, Robert, that's how you should have done it. If you had only screamed at Sissoko, then you could have possibly won that as well. There we go, a close victory, but I don't imagine it's actually going to be all that close. I feel like it's mostly our heroes that took damage. Our Sirens will heal, and once again, none of them really drop below half HP, but, you know, let's make sure. Alrighty, not too bad. Silastra at least sounds happy. The amount of losses were fairly negligible, although we did take some damage to our heroes. Captain Sissoko, or rather Capitano Sissoko, was able to almost kill Robert, but I do gotta point out that she does have the magical damage, so it's not too surprising that she was able to dish out a lot of damage to Robert there. A couple of our other units also got quite hurt, probably by virtue of the Necrofex attacking them, or possibly, well, it wasn't the Rotting Leviathans. Otherwise, I feel like the battle went a lot easier just by virtue of the fact that we have mass Vanguard deployment on almost all of our army, with the exception of Silastra and Robert and Mary. Really wish we could get them some Vanguard deployment items, or followers, or anything, or traits. I don't even care, just give them Vanguard deployment somehow. But yeah, since the rest of our army could go up front, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of guns were useless, and then another 2 units of artillery were essentially useless again. So yeah, definitely get a lot of mileage out of the Sirens with their Vanguard deployment. Now we are going to heal up, even though this could give us a decent amount of money. We're pretty good in terms of cash. So yeah, let's heal up. And there we go, unlocked ourselves a Stone of Schwarzhofen. I believe we didn't read this, so we're going to give it a read right now. The magic that took old Nikolaus von Karstein out of Sylvania needed more than just some powerful juju and a titanic will. Some magic trinkets were all... I already read this. Huh. Okay, I must have read this when we picked it up. Weird. Yeah, we read this before. Okay, oddly enough. Fine. Oh, and we got another riddle for Ranald. I'm willing to bet it's somehow close to us here. Oh, another one in Lustria. Okay, sure. Man, we really need a hero to take care of these. Alrighty, well, we'll probably get another hero. I mean, it's not like we can't afford one, right? Let's see. In terms of heroes, we can get neither one of these. So it's really only... No, we can't get any heroes. We're actually out of capacity for all of them. Ha! Never mind. We're better off doing it with a lord. Okay, well, you, Silastra, are going to move right back to the Skull Island. I don't think you can quite reach it, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll have to do it next turn. You're going to heal up by going into an expansion stance, although we'll probably need to get some uses out of our actual healing spells. Now, you have Haunting Horror, you have all the good stuff here. Thus... Unless, wait, with Masterly Splicing buffs up animated Morgul's and Sirens. Okay, so we don't need any more of these. I guess we head towards Arcane Conduit then. And then afterwards, probably Ghost Fleet. And, yeah, definitely gonna pop some stuff into the blue line. Unlike the other lords, Silostra will actually have plenty of space to max out all of her magical tree, or her Allure of the Deeps, as well as a lot of the blue line stuff. So that's pretty nice. So we can get Combing and Preservative as well as Black Flag for that reduction to upkeep, and get more lords on the field, which is quite nice as well. And I guess even Lightning Strike, although I generally pretty much never get any use out of Lightning Strike personally, but you know, depends. Who knows? All right, let's get Earthing. I prefer Kraken's Pull to Vangeist Revenge, although Vangeist Revenge could be almost as good as Wind of Death in the right situation if the enemy's really lined up nicely, but hey. Alright, let's get Hero so we can get even more leadership for our Sirens. We gotta get level 30 before we can get this stuff. I just want to double check that there's nothing else here. Now we're good. Alrighty, you. What were you getting? You were going for Deadly Onslaught. Alrighty, so Devour Evolve for you, and then Mary. We get Mary. Replenish Troops, probably. I guess we could get Deception for the extra melee attack, but we're not really using her in fights right now. Mostly to just heal and provide support. Just get Replenish Troops for now. We really need the extra heals, to be honest. Alrighty, so I'm happy with that. Oh, we got more level ups. Alright, Sam Nut, you don't need Laboratory. Let's get Powder Monkey maxed out. Luther Harkin, you've already got All Hands Away and all this good stuff, so I guess we're going for Hard to Hit for you. Alright, fair enough. And is that it in terms of levels? It does look like that. Oh, no. Margaret also has a level up. Margaret, your level ups actually don't matter, but still. You were going to somewhere. Oh, you were going to Marineburg to see if we can't make a Pirate Cove there, like a good one. And if not, I guess you're going to go up to Hag Grief afterwards. Margaret, you were going to Teotihuacan unless I'm mistaken, so let's get down to Teotihuacan then. Try to find that dino or wherever it is nearby we need to dig.
Never.
Alrighty, okay, good there. Luther Harkin. You, oh right, you actually want to fight this, don't you? Unless it's auto-resolvable, I'm actually curious to see. Because it's such a garbage army compared to what we've fought thus far. Decisive victory, casualties minimum. Honestly, considering this is a weaker army than Goroks, I really don't see the need. They don't even really have any range units. You know what, I think we're just going to auto-resolve this one. Sorry to anyone. I mean, we could definitely... Decisive victory. I just really don't see the... I don't see the appeal of fighting the same battle twice, especially as we already won against a stronger version of this army. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. And then we are going to... Well, you know what? Let's share the loot once more. I do want the extra XP for the army, as we do need to keep leveling up our boarding crew. And it's almost time to start getting some depth guard in here. And oh, you didn't have the defeated trade yet for Tehenuan. Honestly, this defeated trade is also kind of garbage, so whatever. Let's see, a Talisman of Protection, and you managed to steal an item, and level up some of your heroes, one of which is now immortal, and the other one of which is not immortal. But I guess we move through to Retinue Physicians, so let's get... Quartermaster or Inspirational. You know what, I feel like we gotta go for Quartermaster or Inspirational. You know what, no, Inspirational. And then Retinue Physician. And then we start making you a little bit more difficult to kill. Alrighty, Luther. Oh, and you can move out right away. Let's just stay in our own territory because I think we can't... Or can we? Can we reach Wellsprings of Eternity? I wonder if there's a stack there or not. There is a Slan right outside it. Oh, it's Lord Croak as a hero. Okay, fine. You, attack this. I don't care about these guys. We'll just raise them again. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Alrighty, Luther Harkin. I mean, we already broke this faction last episode, essentially. So, ooh, we got ourselves a Kraken Tusk out of this. Enables Frostbite attacks. What are you currently using? Ooh, that's a hard choice. Do we make... No, you know what? You're fairly fragile, so I think we'll wait on the Kraken Tusk. I do want to see what Silostra's using right now. Silostra, what are you using? You are using a Kraken Tusk, yeah, and so is, what's-his-face, Noctilus, so I don't think we need to do anything about that. Alrighty, what about you? You want to get your sail up and running? Yeah, might as well, it's only 2k. We can also spend 5k on the bulk cargo hold, although it doesn't really do much for us right now, and I'm almost tempted to say we don't waste the extra population surplus on it right now. We wait for, I mean, once we have the sail, it's probably better to just go for the dart launcher. And probably also want to get the cannons. Yeah, just for the ability, if nothing else. Alrighty, Silostra, stay as you are for now, I guess. Yeah, alright. Alright, reasonably good there. And Noctilus, you. I do believe there was another piece of 8 down here. Where are you? Where's the closest piece of 8? You're up here. Alright, you're near to Sartosa. Alrighty, well, we gotta head over there anyway, so let's move. Noctilus doesn't care about sea attrition, so we're happy to just move through the high seas. Still can't see the army, but I'm certain that we will find it soon. I also gotta... Ooh, wait. I did not move in march stance, but that does allow us to possibly get... Aha! Starting to go through the line that allows us to get Necrofex Colossi. I feel like we'll do this right now. I did want to save up for the Sylvanian battlements, and we could wait for 10 turns to do this. Although it is armies, this does buff up all armies faction-wide by giving us Tomb Swarm and Face of Death, so free summoning ability, I believe. It's pretty good. It also reduces the Necrofex Colossus recruitment duration. Damn it. Alright, fine. Keep saving, Noctilus. Keep saving. Also, what's the cost of this? Yeah, see, it's going to cost us 20k, so we can transfer you the hero. Or not the hero, the follower. Alrighty. Anything else we need to do? Oh, we got more upgrades in territories. That's certainly something we can pick up right now. Pirate Gallows for you, and most definitely back alleys. What else do we have here? Spinus Sotek, same sort of deal. Back alleys as well. And oh no, we need to get you Meat Market instead. Wait. I guess then here we'll get a Meat Market first. We'll go Meat Markets first and then back alleys afterwards to replace the Pirate Gallows all over the place. Alright, same here. Ooh, growth increase. Yeah, let's take that. And even more growth via another tree and noose, and then we'll get that other Meat Market. Alrighty, Headhunter's Jungle. Ooh, Oixel can get an upgrade. Very nice. Our buildings are actually going pretty well. Let's see, Dead Pirates Workshop. Fine. We're just going to get it so we don't have to constantly see this upgrade available thing. Ooh, we can also get ourselves another Pirate Hall. Yeah, more infamy, more income from sacking and looting. Pretty much good for pretty much everything. Yeah, fine. Let's get it going. Might as well build these everywhere, essentially. And we are going to get rid of that tree and noose soon, as well as we'll be able to get the Awakening up to level 5. Alright. Alright, well done to Noctilus's faction. And soon, once again, we'll be able to get our first Lord. Ooh, technology, we are done this turn. I guess we're going to skip and then end the turn here. Let's go. Now Silostra does need to heal up. Well, if it isn't Admiral Adelect, no, I don't know who the hell Admiral Adelect is, but just the fact that it's a full stack here is nice. Ooh, Faction destroyed, Court of Libaras. Faction destroyed, Bloody Hands. Oh, damn. Things are happening. Even if we're not there to see them, it is quite eventful. I like to see eventful end turns. Alrighty, nothing else gonna happen. I guess maybe Noctilus will be in range of another army, though. There we go, percussion caps. Oh, I forgot about the Be at War with Clan Rictus. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna just try to get a trade agreement going with them and instead declare war on Reichland. Alright, fair enough. We could declare war on Reichland at any time. I believe I said that after percussion caps, we can just go for Sentries in Command and then the Pirate Code. Yeah, good enough. Alrighty, so we'll get that. What do you have in your army? Oh my. That's a lot of Black Ark Corsairs. Now the question is, do we attack you first or do we attack this? The thing is, if we attack this, we'll get damaged. And this on the other hand is probably worthy of another cinematic battle. Silly army though it is. I always like to say, don't underestimate Black Ark Corsairs. They're very powerful in SFO. Extremely strong unit. Otherwise, we'll deal with that in a second. A second or so, I should say. Luther Harkin, raise the dead that you lost. So you can only get one zombie pirate deckhand mob. Alright, that's fine by me. Get a gunnery mob as well, then. And, well, I guess while you're here, you can get a low-level one of these guys. Oh, wow, 900? No, that's a waste. Never mind. We don't need the full stack. Because I doubt that these guys have a full stack themselves. So move here.
am the Pirate King.
And, we can upgrade some stuff as well. Aha, they are building... Oh, Nakai's back up. What's kind of defenses are? Your defenses are trash. We're going to be able to auto-resolve that as well, so yeah, just do that. Go into encamp stance for now, and ooh, unless I'm mistaken, we actually have to move Luther Harkin... Oh, not Luther Harkin. You up here. And we also have to dig up here anyway. Considering that we lack a hero. Pretty good option. Alrighty, let's see what else we got. Let's see, meat market, yes. Where were the other upgrades? Out here. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Alrighty. Headhunter's Jungle. Oixel. And let's see, we got this already. I guess we start building the plunder pile then. I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna keep walls up here. Probably gonna get a wall up and running in Oixel as well, but not too far inland. You are gonna start. Yeah, might as well get that cannon shed. We are making cash right now, after all, so we might as well build up our territories. Now, speaking of territories, you still negative, still freaking negative. Why? Taxes, and I guess the corruption is not enough. It's mostly just taxes. Does any of this increase our public order a lot? I mean, -3 is not so bad. But honestly, it also doesn't give us that much more money. Keep the other places as they are, but maybe leave this place as it currently is. Alrighty. Well, I think with that, I'm unfortunately going to call this episode, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm going to call this episode here. There's not enough time to fight this battle cinematically, and I think we'll start off the next episode with that instead, and then immediately move to the Skull Reef right afterwards, or we'll probably, to be honest, auto-resolve the Skull Reef, but fight this cinematically. See how many see how many Sirens the Black Ark Corsairs can manage to kill. We also have to be very careful in that particular battle because they have Black Ark support, and therefore, considering the AI plays suicidally, we could take a lot of damage and might actually lose some Siren units due to the Black Ark support. So that's what's going to make this particular battle a little bit more interesting. So stay tuned for that next time, as well as Noctilus. And oh, is that another Skull Island I see? No, it's not. I got excited there for a second. As well as possibly Noctilus hunting down another one of these pieces of 8 here. They're very close. Looks like one's right here. And one's right here. We might actually have to just auto-resolve against Black Buckthorn because he's a garbage army. But the Churning Gulf Raiders might be a little bit better. I can't remember. We'll have Noctis fight at least one of them before he lands in Sartosa, so stay tuned for that next time as well. And don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.